Hello once again, this is your professor, Danny Araneta Cabulay, on the course Leadership in the Travel Business. So we are now on the final and the fifth video lecture for this week. So we're going to talk about types of leadership styles also and how to dissect those roles. So you can be a role model, you can be a boss, you can be a big brother, you can be a coach, you can be a bully, or you could be a team player. So that translates to different leadership styles as well. So you can be coercive when necessary, you can be authoritative, assert your position, your power, or you can be affiliative. You have to be a good listener when you're affiliative. And be democratic, that means you allow people to speak up, to express themselves. And you can be pace setting when you're trying to coast along and you try to weigh the situation. Or you could be a coaching style, espouse a coaching style when you believe that people need guidance. So any of these styles can work. It depends on the situation. Okay, so there's no perfect leadership style. It will always depend on the situation. Here's an example. So here's a case study of love in the workplace. Okay, so this is the story of Carmi and Monching. Carmi is the assistant manager at the front office of a five-star hotel. And Monching is a receptionist, so he's a rank and file. You see, Monching and Carmi are of the same age bracket. Monching is about 23 years old and Carmi is about 25 years old. So both are very young, both are very attractive, by the way. In fact, pinagtutuksuhan sila sa front office na bagay sila. So nagligawan. Finally, after a few weeks, sila na ang mag-on. Sila na mag-shota. Okay? So everybody was kilig in the front office because of this situation. There are two lovebirds in the front office. Love in the workplace, which inspires a lot of people. However, as the months passed, after 6 months, it was a different story. The front office manager received a petition letter from the 60 employees of the front office. And they were petitioning Carmi and Monching because of abuse of power. And apparently, the main subject of the complaint was Carmi because she was the manager who manipulated everything. The first complaint was about the meal breaks. Si Carmi lang sa kasi Monching ang nagmi-meal break ng 12 noon until 1 o'clock. The others have to take their meals earlier than 12 or after 1 o'clock. Siyempre gusto nila 12 noon, no? So, and then, pero mababaw yon, right? The second complaint was about the day off. You see, in the hotel business, sometimes they enjoy 2 days off. Okay? Kung minsan magkadikit yung day off, Monday, Tuesday, or Friday, Thursday. Pero siyempre, ang pinaka-premyadong day off yung weekends, Saturday, Sunday. Pero ang nagsa-Saturday, Sunday day off lang ay si Monching at saka si Carmi. Everybody else will have to take other day off like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Saturday, or Sunday, Thursday, etc., etc. So they felt it was unfair. Well, for the front office manager, mababaw pa rin yun. But the third one was quite serious because it was about the appraisal. You see, Monching was a very outstanding employee in the front desk. He was well loved by customers as well as fellow employees. And his appraisal score was 4.85. That's almost perfect. 5.00 is the perfect score. The others had a score of 3.8, 3.5, 3.2, or lower. So ang layo ng agwat nila kay Monching. So they felt there was favoritism. And of course, the appraisal scores would be the basis of who gets the salary increase next year. So that means walang mai-increasean sa front office kasi hindi gaano kataasan ng scores nila. Only the boyfriend, only Monching. And they cried foul. That's not fair. Okay? Siya lang ba ang magaling? So they complained. So what did the front office manager do? Ipinatawag niya si Carmi. Pinabasa niya, kasi magde-day off sila Saturday, Sunday, right? So Friday night, pinatawag niya si Carmi. After her shift, pinabasa yung petition letter. What do you think about this? So Carmi, after reading the letter, she wept. Umiyak siya. And then she said, "Sir, if it pleases everyone, as I admit everything is correct, I will resign first thing on Monday." Sabi ng front office manager, would you like to think over it during the weekend and make a decision on Monday instead? No sir, buo na po ang loob ko. May lamat na ang relasyon namin sa mga tao. So I will resign effective Monday. So walang magawa yung front office manager, tinanggap niya ang kanyang resignation. You see, in managing people, there are always three aspects, okay, that every leader must look at. So ito yung tinatawag natin na functional leadership. Okay? So you look at individual needs of your people. You look at the group needs. What does the department need? And finally, the task needs, yung trabaho. Sometimes these needs are in conflict. What happens when they're in conflict with one another? Just in this case, no? In conflict na yung task needs sa individual needs nila. The need to be in love, right? So which one should prevail? Task needs should prevail. So true enough, tinanggap ng manager, ng front office manager ang resignation ni Carmi on Monday. And here are the lessons learned. You must observe due process all the time. Hindi ka basta magtatanggal na lang ng tao o pagagalitan mo ang mga tao without hearing their side. Follow protocol. Don't involve everyone. Involve only the most important ones, follow the protocol. So pinatawag lang niya si Carmi kasi siya yung main subject ng complaint. And then, use that situation as an opportunity to self-reflect. Kasi yung manager, pwede rin kasi may kasalanan siya. Paano niya hinayaan na magkaganon sa loob ng 6 months na hindi niya namalayan na malala na pala ang sitwasyon? Guys, I have a confession to make. The front office manager of that hotel happens to be me. Ako yun. When I was much younger, that was the situation I saw. I was only 26 years old as a front office manager of a hotel. Carmi was my assistant, she was 25, and Monching was the receptionist, he was 23. And I did not realize that I contributed to the problem because I did not supervise Carmi well. And this experience taught me a very hard lesson, that for every problem that happens in my department, the leader, the manager, the department head, I am accountable. I am responsible. So I have to correct myself also. Pinagsisihan ko yon. I felt bad that Carmi had to be the sacrificial lamb. Partly it was my fault because I failed to supervise my assistant who abused in a way. Okay? I hope that was a beautiful story that you enjoyed. Love in the workplace. Now, you see, in Blake and Muton's leadership grid, he said that there are two types of concerns of leaders and managers: concern for people and concern for task. If you have a low concern for people and a low concern for the work itself, that you're a poor manager, poor management style. If you have a high concern for people and a low concern for task, you are a country club manager. Ang dialogue mo dyan basta happy ang mga tao. Sabi ng mga tao, sir, baka hindi namin matapos itong trabaho kahit mag-overtime kami. Sabi ng boss, okay lang, basta happy kayo. So that is the country club mentality. As long as people are happy, even if the work is not neglected. Now, the opposite is task management, or also called the authority obedience manager style. That means high concern for tasks but a low concern for people. Malupit, cruel. So the people were saying, sir, pwede po ba ako mag-half day kasi dadalhin ko sa ospital ang aking anak? Then the manager says, no. Bakit hindi yung asawa mo ang magdala sa ospital ng anak mong may sakit? Bakit kailangan ikaw? Madami tayong trabaho. At meron ka pang deadline. Hindi mo pa nagagawa yung trabaho para sa deadline na yan. You need to render overtime today. You cannot have half day's work. Okay? So, medyo cruel, medyo malupit. Okay? So, yan. Walang puso. Yan. Task manager ang tawag doon. Of course, the best is you balance both. A high concern for people and a high concern for tasks. You are a team player. You're a team manager. That is the best. Okay? So try to strive for that concern. Now, there are also leadership styles with regards to solving problems and also making decisions. So if the leader discusses with the team the issues and he decides on his own, that's authoritative. Siya lang ang nakakaalam. Then when the leader is walang pakialam, representative style, he does not discuss the issue with the team and then he lets the team to decide. O bahala na kayo dyan. Busy ako Okay? Representative style. And then there's what you call the consultative style, wherein the leader discusses with the team and then the leader decides on his own. He gets the opinion of the team members and then he decides alone. He takes responsibility. The last one is the collaborative style, wherein the leader discusses with the team, and then all of them will decide, the leader and the team. Okay, let's discuss, let's vote. Okay? So kasama sa botohan ang kanyang mga team members. That's a collaborator. Okay? Now, you need to optimize operational and execution excellence. Utilize well the collective and intelligence of the team, and then take full advantage of the team's diversity. Dialogue productively and frequently with your team. Break the status quo once in a while. Try something new and process experience. And then, the danger zones and risk assessment. These are the areas that you need to work on. Complacency, miscommunication, rigidity, missing rapport, missing the point or target, elitism, and postponing the inevitable. You see, in any organization, there are two types of service pyramids, the yellow and the green. The yellow one is the traditional. You have the top management on top, followed by middle, and then the frontliners serving the customers. But the inverted pyramid is the actual and more important service pyramid, wherein the customer is king. Frontliners serve the customer's needs. Middle management asks the frontliners what do they need. They serve the frontliners so the frontliners can serve better the customers. And finally, top management should be humble enough to serve everyone in the organization. What do the departments need so they can serve the customers better? That is the inverted customer service pyramid. So what are the lessons learned here? The way frontliners treat customers is a direct reflection of how top management treats its employees. Okay, very important lesson learned there. Now, here's the pop question. The way frontliners treat customers is a direct reflection of how top management treats its customer. Is this always true? Do you agree? Yes or no? Explain your answer in 2 to 3 sentences only. Place your answer in the comment section below the YouTube video not later than Wednesday next week. Okay? So for now, I'll say goodbye. This is the end of the week. We're close to the weekend. So let us speak Japanese today. So you say goodbye in Japan, sayonara. Okay? The advice for this week, one small positive thought in the morning can change your entire day. Keep that in mind. So think positive when you wake up. Always. Okay? Sayonara.